Creedence Clearwater Revival was a band. 4 guys, matching the description of every other rock band of the late 60s. But what was coming out of those sessions? Those top 10 singles, those gold albums, that sound that made everyone assume they were from Louisiana. That came from one place, one mind, one man, sitting alone in a small apartment, staring at a blank wall until 3 or 4 in the morning, willing something extraordinary into existence. His name was John Fogerty. He kept a small notebook of song titles he thought might be good someday. The first one he wrote down was Proud Mary. He had no idea yet what that meant. I hear it in my head first, always. The voice, the guitar, the whole thing. It's like tuning into a radio station that only I can hear. He grew up in El Cerrito, a quiet suburb just north of Berkeley. I wanted to sound like we came from the bayou, and he willed that sound into existence through sheer creative force. Here's what most people don't know about how those records were made. Fogerty wrote every song, arranged every part, and then he'd teach the other band members their parts without revealing the title or the lyrics. They'd record the backing tracks without knowing the full picture. Then Fogerty would go in alone, lead vocal, harmonies, whatever else the song needed, and finish it. The band would hear the completed record and only then understand what they'd been playing. He was, in every meaningful sense, a one-man band. However, that kind of control comes with a cost. The other band members, Doug Clifford, Stu Cook, his own brother Tom, grew to resent it. The band fell apart in 1972. And then it got worse. Fogerty lost the rights to his own songs. The label owner, Saul Zaentz, took control of the Creedence catalog. And then Zaentz sued Fogerty for sounding too much like himself, claiming his solo work plagiarized his own Creedence recordings. The man who heard every note first, who wrote every word, who sat alone in the dark night after night, building something out of nothing, he was told that the sound inside his own head no longer belonged to him. It nearly broke him. But he had something Zaentz couldn't touch. He had people who loved him. His wife Julie fought alongside him, and together they did what once seemed impossible. They won back the music he had written. The songs were his again. After decades of loss, the man and his music were finally reunited. Every now and then, the man upstairs says, "Hey, why don't you try this?" And you go, "Wow, that's cool." And that's how a song happens. The man upstairs is still talking. John Fogerty is still listening.